.32711 Sports Blog. Now, get to start off with MLB news. The Yankees signed Kevin Millwood. Mediocre pitcher. That's really not a great acquisition for the Yankees. But a great acquisition for the Yankees is acquiring Chris Dickerson, who had a 3-for-3 game yesterday, and they got him for Sergio Mitre. But moving on to NBA news. David West is out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL, so that's going to hinder the Hornets lineup. Emeka Okafor is going to have to step it up, and other players, I'm not really sure who's on the Hornets like that. Kevin Love's season is questionable because I think he suffered a knee injury or something like that. So Kevin Love is a vital player for the Wolves' offense and defense. Jerry West says, don't judge the Melo deal just yet. He says you can judge it in about 2 years. Because the Knicks are struggling, as you're going to see throughout this whole sports vlog. And it's really getting frustrating for some of the Knicks fans, like myself. Because the Knicks are now, they're 7-11 since the Melo trade, which really isn't good. But here are the games from around the league from last night.
Saturday's Daily Zap on NBA.com. In your face, a look back at 6 games across the league. Nets and Hawks get you started at the Highlight Factory in ATL. Josh Smith and company in a bit of a funk here lately. He had 22 points. The Hawks would not have too much trouble with the Nets on this night. Al Horford, nice double-double for him as the Hawks clinch a playoff spot for the 4th consecutive year. For their 6th consecutive loss, Charlotte, a game out of 8 in the East, trailing guess who? The Pacers. Indiana trying to help their playoff push and hold on to that 8th seed. They did not help their cause, losing to the Pistons on Saturday, which enabled the Bobcats to move within that game. 100-88, the final in that one. Bulls and Bucks in Milwaukee. Derrick Rose had MVP signs on the road in the crowd. When dude's getting that, you know he's pretty good. Career high 17 assists in this game. Also dropped 30 points. He's a monster. Every day is Halloween. Chicago wins their 4th straight overall. Now 2.5 games atop the East in front of Boston. Mavs and Jazz in Salt Lake City. Dallas beginning a pivotal 6-game trip, looking to steal one on the road. Utah was game on their home floor. But Jason Terry and company hitting on all cylinders. JT with 22 points as the Mavs get the win 94-77, sweeping the season series for the first time ever in a 4-game season series. The nightcap, Clippers and Raptors, Blake Griffin, beastly as usual. 22 points, 16 boards for him. This one, close though, really decided in the final minute of this game. Clippers up by 1. And the dagger! Eric Gordon says, let's get out of here, boys. Clippers defend home floor. They get the win by 4. That's your day.
Now I'm going to talk about the Knicks at Grizzlies. No, sorry. Wrong game. Grizzlies at Knicks. Sorry. But first, some highlights from NBA.com.
Grizz and Knicks at the Garden Thursday night. And who could forget the last time they hooked up Carmelo Anthony with those heroics to beat the buzzer on March 9th. Melo for the game winner, left him 0.5 ticks. The Grizz could not capitalize. Little has gone right for the Knicks since. They've lost 3 straight, looking to end that skid on Thursday, of course. Grizz looking for some redemption. Jared Jeffries with the block, showing the defense. Chauncey Billups is going to deflect the pass here. And how about a shot clock violation? You don't typically associate good defense with the New York Knicks, but hey, they were playing well on that end in this one. Mark Stoudemire, he's going to kick it out. Tony Douglas for 3. You will hear that a lot throughout this highlight, a familiar theme on this evening. Mike Conley, he pulls up and connects for two. He had 16 points on the night. Later in the second, Knicks in transition. Jared Jeffries gets it, lays it in, plus the foul. Knicks with a 2-point advantage at that point. Carmelo Anthony is going to gather himself, grab the rock, and hit the J with the shot clock expiring. He's good like that. 7-point ball game now. And that's Tony Allen for the Monster Jam. 14 on the night for him. Another Tony doing his thing. That would be Douglas for the Knicks team. He knocks down the three. 5 of 6 from distance in the first half. Knicks leading by 12 and still a coming. Chauncey Billups knocks one in from long range. He had 18. Then it's Douglas in a zone like a secondary. More effective than my Chiefs, though. Douglas again. Yes, sir. Knicks running away with this thing. It's ugly now. Carmelo Anthony making it uglier. 28 points on the night. His 10th 20-point effort as a Knick, 48 on the season. Then there's Douglas. 29 points on the night. His 9 threes, Tyler Trell, Sprewell, and John Starks for the franchise record. The Knicks set a team record for made threes with 20 on the night as they end a 3-game slide.
Now for the Grizzlies. Arthur had 15 points. Zebo had a quiet game with 14 points. And for the Knicks, Amari Stoudemire almost had a double-double, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Chauncey Billups had 18 points, 8 assists. Keys for this game, starting with the Grizzlies, they couldn't defend the three. And if you saw the video, Tony Douglas had 9 threes, and that ties the Knicks record from Latrell Sprewell and John Starks. And they really couldn't get out to the three because the Knicks shot 55.6% from deep, and that's the key for the Knicks as well. That's 20 for 36 attempts. Zach Randolph had a mediocre night. Whenever Zach Randolph has a great night, the Grizzlies usually win the game, except in the case of the Knicks game. And for the Knicks, a big key was defense. The Knicks had great defense. And in this sports vlog, this is the only game you're going to see great defense being mentioned by myself and the video. And basically, this sums up part 1 of this sports vlog, so you're going to have to check out part 2.